Imagine a place where the darkest and most forbidden desires of a human being come to life. A place you should never venture into if you value your life, freedom, and sanity. This place is the dark web. Most of us use the regular internet every day. We go on YouTube, Google, and social media without giving a second thought to the fact that beneath the surface of this internet lies a vast, dark world full of dangers. And if you've ever wondered what exists beyond the accessible internet, then this video is for you. Today, we will explain what the dark web is, what lurks there, and why you should never venture into it. So what exactly is the dark web? The dark web is the hidden part of the internet that cannot be accessed through regular search engines like Google or Bing. This dark corner of the web is part of a broader concept known as the deep web, which includes everything that isn't indexed by search engines. This might include personal data, medical records, or corporate information protected by passwords. But the dark web isn't just another level of depth. It's a place where websites are intentionally hidden, accessible only through special software like the Tor browser. This browser uses onion routing technology, which ensures user anonymity by routing connections through multiple servers worldwide, adding layers of encryption at each step. It's this technology that keeps the dark web hidden and nearly impossible to trace. But if you think the dark web was created by and for criminals, you'd be surprised. Paradoxically, the Tor technology was developed by the US Navy to protect classified information and ensure secure communication for government agencies. Initially designed for legal purposes, it was later adopted and adapted for less lawful and much darker activities. For many of us, the internet is a place for communication, work, entertainment, and information. But how did this dark corner of the web, known as the dark web, come to be? The story of the dark web begins in 1969, when a group of students sent the first ever message from one computer to another via ARPANET, the predecessor of the modern internet. From the very inception of the internet, people sought ways to use it for anonymous and illegal activities. However, it was in the 1990s that a breakthrough occurred, laying the foundation for what we now call the dark web. The technology known as Tor, or the onion router, was developed by the US Naval Research. Its dark side. One of the most famous cases is the story of Ross Ulbricht, the creator of the Silk Road website. This man, who started with the idea of creating a free market, ended up at the center of one of the largest investigations in internet history. In 2013, he was arrested and sentenced to 2 life terms without the possibility of parole. The Silk Road became a prime example of how the dark web can be used to organize global criminal networks. Millions of dollars passed through this site, earned from the sale of drugs, weapons, and forged documents. Despite the closure of the Silk Road, its concept lived on in other platforms like Alphabet and Hansa, which were also taken down in international operations. These stories show that the dark web is not just an anonymous internet. It's a place where the darkest aspects of human nature can find expression. And for many people who find themselves in this world, leaving it becomes impossible. Now that we understand what lurks in the dark web, let's talk about the risks and dangers that anyone who decides to explore it may face. Contrary to popular belief, merely visiting the dark web is not illegal. However, this does not mean there is no danger for you. The first thing to remember is the legal consequences. Any attempt to engage in illegal activities, such as buying banned substances or ordering hitman services, can lead to serious legal trouble. Law enforcement agencies worldwide are working to track and prevent such actions. And although the dark web offers a certain level of anonymity, this does not mean you are fully protected from the law. Moreover, there are huge risks to your personal safety. The dark web is a place where cybercriminals actively work on stealing data, hacking devices, and even stalking users. Your webcam can be hacked, and your personal data can be stolen and sold on black markets. Even more frightening is the psychological aspect. On the dark web, you can stumble upon things that will forever change your perception of the world. Viewing materials involving cruelty or violence can leave deep psychological scars that will be difficult to heal. And these are not just words. Some dark web users report strange phone calls, threats, and even real-life stalking after visiting certain sites. This is a place where you can not only encounter dangerous people, but also become a target yourself. So, why should you avoid the dark web? The reasons are obvious. The dark web is not just another level of the internet. It is a place where evil, immorality, and crime thrive. It is a place where the worst aspects of humanity find a platform for realization. The moral aspects of visiting the dark web are also important. By supporting or merely witnessing such things, you indirectly contribute to their existence. Every click, every visit to an illegal site supports criminals and their actions. It is important to understand that even though there are some legitimate and useful resources on the dark web, the risk is too great. Your data, your psyche, your life, all of this can be put at risk in an instant. There is no justification for voluntarily exposing yourself to such dangers. The dark web is a place you should never venture into. No matter how tempting the interest or desire to explore something forbidden may be, it is better to stop and think about the consequences, because once you immerse yourself in this dark world, you may never return the same. In this video, we have tried to show you what the dark web is and why you should avoid it. It is not just a part of the internet. It is a dark world full of dangers that is not meant for casual visitors. Protect yourself, your mind, and your safety. The internet offers us many opportunities, but not all of them are worth exploring. So, what can be done to reduce the influence and dangers associated with the dark web? First, educational programs must be strengthened to help people understand the risks associated with using the internet. People need to realize that even the most innocent curiosity about the dark web can lead to serious consequences. Second, it is important to develop a culture of internet safety. Using VPNs, strong passwords, and other protective measures can significantly reduce the risk of your data falling into the hands of cybercriminals. Finally, it is necessary to support the efforts of law enforcement and the international community in combating illegal activities on the dark web. This is a challenging task, but only through combined efforts can real results be achieved. It is important to remember that the dark web is not just a part of the internet. It is a dark world full of dangers that is not meant for casual visitors. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.